Hi guys! So for this week's video, it's going to be a little bit more on the personal side because I want to talk about whenever I met my hero, Tyler Oakley, and I want to talk about why he's my hero and just what he's done for me and how he's shaped me into who I am. I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be just a lot of talking and just like some clips from whenever I met him. I hope you enjoy it. I started being a fan of Tyler back in 2015. I saw one of his videos on my recommended page and I was like, okay, let's watch this guy, because I had heard, not really heard, but like seen him like around, and I was like, he looks like a nerd, because the only picture like I had seen was like this one, I'll put it right here, and he looks like Albert Einstein, and I was like, okay, I'm not into that. Like I'm not into that. I don't want to watch him. He seems weird. So I clicked on his video because he didn't look like Albert Einstein in his video, and I was like, okay, let's watch it. Oh, I remember what video it was too. It was the Tyler Oakley reacts to kids react to Tyler Oakley, and he had his blue hair, and I was like, oh my god, like he's kind of cute, like let's watch him. So I clicked on his video, and like he was just like, his happiness and his personality just was so contagious, and I remember I was just smiling like the whole video, like oh my god, like this guy is like he's awesome. So I started watching his other videos and I like fell in love immediately. I was like, this is my like celebrity crush. I remember being like, oh my god, I finally have a celebrity crush. So I began watching his YouTube videos and I became obsessed. And I started to put pictures of him on my wall. I started to just like pretty much like, I was obsessed, and I made my fan account to him. I'll put like a picture of my fan account, and I'll also link it down below if you want to follow my fan account. It's fine. It's for Troy now because I don't know, I'm just not really like all about trying to be like Tyler Oakley all over my fan account, because I have more respect for him now rather than just like a fan. Oh my god. Which I am, but not as much anymore. And then he wrote binge, and I remember just here it is. I remember just holding it in my hands and being like, this is the best creation that I own. And just every time he was in magazines, I would just be so happy. I actually still have his magazine pictures on my wall. And I was going to take them down, and then I met him and I was like, no, I want these up. Like this is who like I look up to. This is like my hero. I became obsessed for the 1000th time. I made a fan account, I started to gain followers. I actually am up to 2,000 something, and I'm losing followers actually because I'm not as active. But honestly, I don't really care. Like, it's a fan account, it's there. Like, I'm never deleting it because it's like a part of me. Like this fan, I spent like months and months and months trying to gain followers on that account, and I made edits. I worked so hard. I met my internet friends through that account. Like, I had some of the greatest friendships through that account. Like, that account was like my best friend. Not really best friend, but it was like me, not my personal, you know. I actually was not logged into my personal for like months and months because I was just on my fan account. Now I'm on my personal more because I'm trying to be like a social media star or whatever. He just, his influence and his happiness and positivity just made me different as a person. I am so positive. I am nice to people. I don't really talk bad about people that much. Like, I will admit I talk bad about people. Like, people talk bad about people. Like, that's just how it is. Am I saying it's right? No. But am I saying I do it? Yes, because everyone does. Just me and myself and my demeanor and my support for LGBT is all because of him. Like, all of it. I learned so much from him. Just everything, just me, is because of him. And if I hadn't found him and stumbled across his videos, I would not be me. I would not be doing this. This right here, it would be non-existent. My channel would be non-existent. I might be watching YouTube because the first YouTuber I actually watched was Shane Dawson, which is surprising because I was like 10 years old. So Shane, love you, but 8-year-olds should not be watching you. He is just the reason that I am who I am. And just all of the things he does, I will forever use my platform to promote him. Like, I will always dedicate like my self-worth to him. It's hard to explain, but I want people to know who I'm talking about whenever I say, whenever I was a little girl, Tyler Oakley was my idol and I looked up to Tyler Oakley. I want people to know who that is. So I'm always going to use my platform to promote him and his channel and his whatever he's doing, because I hope the Tyler Oakley show launches like as an actual show instead of just like a side thing on Ellen. But I want everyone to understand that he's not just some like person that I was obsessed with. Like, he is my hero. Like, he did everything for me. And I'm not gonna say that I had like this sad story, because I actually don't. But I do struggle with anxiety, obviously. And that's a thing I'll make another video about sometime. But I struggle with anxiety, and he has given me so much confidence in myself. And just, oh my god, like, it's insane how much he's done for me. So I'm gonna link him down below, and if you actually don't watch him, I want you to. And I want you to see, oh, just cracked my thumb, I want you to see. I want you to see that he's not just some silly, quirky person that his laugh is contagious. Like, it's more than that. Like, it's like a person who wants everyone to be happy and be positive and wants the world to love each other and equality. Now I'm going to get on to whenever I met him recently, and it was just so unexpected. I did not think I was going to really meet him, and it was just so random too, and free. So if you go to his Instagram, he has had a picture, and it was like, I'm going to speak at UCM, which is University of Central Missouri, which is not very long away from where I live. So we drove there. My mom was going to surprise me, but then I asked her if I could go with my friend Daisy. Shout out to my friend Daisy, because she is great too. Like, she supports me, she's awesome. I'll link her down below too. You know, I'm gonna be having a lot of links down below. Daisy was like, I'm gonna go, like, maybe I can see, because I thought it was only for students, and so did she. So I texted my mom and I was like, hey, if Daisy can get us into the school, can I go with her? And my mom was just like, well, I was gonna surprise you. Like, I emailed the school and it's open to the public. And I was like, oh my god, ah! I was running around because I stayed after for forensics, which I will also be making a video about in the future, like actually next week, I think. And I was like freaking out, like running through the hallways, like, oh my god, because I thought I was just gonna go see him talk and maybe meet him, but I doubted it. Like, I wasn't going to get my hopes up, you know? Because for playlist, I thought he was going, but he wasn't. And that's another story. I actually talked about it in a video way back. You can go watch it. I can link that down below too. Oh my god, just linking everything down below. I thought that maybe he wasn't going to meet me. Like, I wasn't planning on it. And so I brought my book, we drove there, we waited in a line, we were really close, which I was thankful for. And then they were finally letting us in, and we ran in and we got in our seats. And we were like right there, like he was right there. And I'm probably going to insert a couple of clips in just a moment of how close I was and like his view and just a couple of things that he was talking about. But he was basically giving a lecture, but it was also really entertaining and funny.
Like the route they should be on. And I don't know if I've ever met one person who was so sure every single day that they are doing the right thing. Again, maybe Trump. But if you think that, maybe it's not right, maybe it's not true. Turn into that. Sorry if you guys voted for Trump. I'm not that sorry. So yes, to answer your question, I have doubts. And if you are feeling that, know that you are not the only one. The people that you look up to, your favorite person, I guarantee you wakes up sometimes and is like, I want to quit everything. It's a thing. That's being human. So, yes.
You even got to do The Amazing Race with guest host Corey Cole.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, talk about stressful, but
it was the best experience I've ever done in my life. Better than anything I've ever done. Did anybody watch The Race? So, if you don't know what it is, it's like a scavenger hunt around the world. It's a race, obviously. It's amazing, if you will. And the winners get $1 million. I won't spoil what happens, but I'm not $1 million richer. But we did the entire race, so we made it to the finale. I just spoiled everything. I'm not sorry at all.
And to be successful at the same time, and
shut your mouth! You're gonna make me cry. Things like that, like, hit me, stop. Anyway, let's talk about like something else.
Okay,
that's very sweet. Thank you for saying that.
All right. And so you're already doing a good start at it, but this month we're celebrating unity. So, how do you define unity?
So, I was really excited when I was told that y'all were having conversations, because
Miss Rhode Island.
It's interesting because I feel like within the last year, obviously a lot more people have spoken up or gotten politically involved or socially conscious to begin with. I have tried to, and not just within the election, world, but just with my platform, I've kind of gotten a glimpse of what it means to be underrepresented. And I think my approach had always been going into YouTube like, I'm not trying to be anything, like, not trying to speak for the people or be a voice for the gays or whatever. Like, it was never an intention, and it still isn't an intention. But I am super conscious that I am somebody that might be somebody's first glimpse into that realm. Or this is something that I think I'm really learning this year is you are, and I've said this for a while, but I think I'm really trying to personify it, is that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you surround yourself with people who are catty or mean or negative or jealous or just bad, then you are going to be that. You are going to adapt that and you are going to be that yourself. And I feel like this year I've been really conscious of the people I'm surrounding myself with and making sure that they are uplifting and they challenge me. Listen,
I think of a question, I was like, Amazing Race, he must have shaved.
it is arduous, I will say that much. I don't know if I prevented it. My body has never been through something like that. It was 21 full days of the burp, sorry. Burping, of sprinting, running upstairs nonstop, anxiety, stress, constantly feeling like you are in last place and going to be eliminated. And your body just goes through it. And you don't even realize your body's going through it because in your head, there are other things that are more important. I had bruises probably everywhere. Cuts everywhere. My leg had a bruise this big on it from when I had to jump off a cliff in Indonesia. And it was just, my whole body was destroyed. So to answer your question, the chafing, I don't even think I had noticed it. I guarantee it happened though. What? I thought somebody was behind me. It ain't. Your body is not happy with you. I don't know how else to put it. But it is not cute what you are doing. Or the things you have to do. Sometimes you don't have a bathroom. Or sometimes you don't have toilet paper. It's not right. So the chafing was the least of my worries, to answer your question. Sometimes they're like, can I come up and hug you? I'm like, no. But also, yeah, fine, let's hug.
We hugged a little bit.
Ma'am.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to go into the entertainment industry?
It is not easy. Well, I just have to say, when I heard y'all got a Chipotle, I booked my flight. It just so happened that y'all also invited me. I said, well, I'll already be there, so perfect. No, Chuck was like, yeah, we just got a Chipotle. I'm like, no need to brag. No, but thank you. Thank you for having me. And what day is it? Thursday? Friday?
It's Thursday.
Thursday. It's a big evening.
Somebody said Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. No.
I don't condone drinking under the age of 21.
T-vote all of that goodness. I love you also, maybe, once we get to know each other. As long as it's consenting and it's peaceful. Good luck, and thank you for, that's all. Thank you for having me. After this, I'm signing books.
Yes.
If you get a book, I guess. I don't know where.
We'll be back there.
Okay.
To the right. You sold out.
Oh,
girl. You sold out.
Thank you. Well, cool. I'm excited to meet y'all and sign books and high five, etc. Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you again.
And I just saw the side of him that I just love so much that I haven't seen in a while. And after that, I cried, first of all. I cried in the beginning. Like, I was having anxiety whenever we were standing in line because there were a bunch of people and I didn't want to get in, like, the way. Or, like, because they were all older than me, and for all of this kind of stuff I always have like anxiety, and my mom's like, girl, what the crap, like I'm not gonna take you to this stuff if you're not gonna be happy. But I am happy, like I am so happy, but just like inside I'm like because there are people everywhere, and the stress and just the fact that I'm fangirling so hard on the inside just all comes together into this big knot in my stomach, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh crap, like gotta like freaking get myself together. So I was having a bunch of anxiety, so I got in there and I was just crying. Like, he came on stage and I started crying, like just crying, you know, because that's lit. After the thing, which was fantastic, I could listen to him talk all day. I didn't want him to leave. He didn't want to leave either, also, because he kept like stalling, and I was like, yes, stay forever. I got in line for the book signing. It actually went pretty quick because security was coming through and making sure that everyone had a book, because if you didn't have a book, you have to leave. Because he was signing books and that's it. Luckily, I brought a book because they were selling books, but they sold out. But I brought this book, which is, it's signed, or I'll show you. It's signed. He put my name. Oh my god. It's like my prized possession. And so I waited in line. It went pretty quick. I was crying the whole time because obviously I just cry a lot. It was also that time of the month. I'm gonna be honest. It was that time of the month. I was over emotional. Whenever we finally got there, I was like freaking out. I went up and he was there, and I just handed him my book, and I wrote my name on a sticky note in there because they were like, he needs to know how to spell your name. So I wrote it in there, and he was like, oh my god, Kaylin, 2 Y's, love that. And I was like, ah, thanks. Like, I was literally, like, I changed all of my like social media names from K to Kaylin that night because I was like, I love my name. He loves my name, I love my name, so call me that.
Oh my god, I love your shirt. Really? Okay. Too much. It's so good to meet you. I'll see you on Twitter.
It was amazing. I am so happy that I got to meet him. He is my hero, my idol. Like, I love him, and I want all of you to go check out his channel, and I want all of you to know that if your hero may not be who everybody else's hero is, it's not about that. It's about how he or she or whatever they identify as helped you be who you are. And honestly, Tyler Oakley helped me be positive. He helped me start a YouTube channel. Like, I am who I am today because of him. And I kid you not, I would be a completely different person without him. So thank you, Tyler. If you're watching, I doubt you're watching, but I'm gonna have everyone retweet it. Thank you for everything, like literally. My mom played the video on the TV of me meeting you like this morning because we were like trying out this Comcast thing, and I literally teared up. Like, I tear up every time I watch the video because I just feel so like happy. It was free and just so amazing, and it was just so out of the blue, and I really needed it in that moment to meet you, and just the fact that it was so close to where I'm from, and just the fact that you were right there was just amazing. Just thank you for being so awesome, and thank you for being so nice, and just I love you. I love you so much. So yeah, that's it for this week's video, guys. I'm sorry if it was boring, but honestly, I don't care because this is something that I wanted to talk about. So thank you for watching if you're interested, and if you weren't interested, don't leave a hate comment. I literally got my first hate comment. It's on my how to be emo video if you want to go look at it. Like, I wasn't offended by it like at all. Like, I was kind of just like, ooh, first hate comment, how fun. But don't hate, appreciate, you know? I'm gonna link all of my social media down below. I hope you follow me because I need friends, and my Spotify playlists are slacking. I'm gonna tell you, they're slacking. I need to get on them. I need to make some new songs, not make some new songs, but like add some new songs actually. And I will link Tyler, I'll link everything basically that I said I would link in this video. And I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye!